Welcome to NC Spin Perspective, opinions from leaders across North Carolina. Delighted to be talking with Patrick Woodie, the acting president of the North Carolina Rural Center. Patrick, a year ago, most of us were reading the headlines, hearing the stories about all of the turmoil that went on with the North Carolina Rural Center. I think our viewers would like to know, where is the Rural Center today? Where do you stand today?
Well, the last 12 months really have been a period of transition for the center, and we've gone through a process of transferring programs and state grant dollars back to a new Rural Economic Development Division within the Department of Commerce. And through the process of doing that, we really were able to find a path forward for the North Carolina Rural Center. And so for the last 6 months, the center has been focused on really self-examination and looking at ourselves and talking to rural community leaders and our partners all across North Carolina to really talk about what they want the Rural Center to do for them and for rural economic development as we move forward into the future. And so we're very much future focused now, really looking at the next generation of the North Carolina Rural Center as we will turn 28 in January.
So you say that the grant-making authority and the funding for that has moved over to the Department of Commerce.
Correct.
How are you interfacing with this new division of the Department of Commerce? How well is that working?
So it's working well. We are partners with the North Carolina Department of Commerce. We have a great relationship with Secretary Decker and Assistant Secretary Mitchell, who at the time that she was hired to head the new Rural Economic Development Division was a member of our Board of Directors, and we were very glad to see her tapped for that role. We also were able, through the transition process, to see 7 of our Rural Center employees transition over to the Department of Commerce to continue administering grants and programs that had once been part of the Rural Center.
So what is the Rural Center actually doing today?
So we are still delivering we are still doing a lot of small business lending programs. So we have a number of lending programs that work directly with financial institutions and that also do direct lending to small business entrepreneurs in rural North Carolina. We continue to do that lending activity. We're probably most known through the years for our leadership development program called the Rural Economic Development Institute. We've trained over 1,000 rural leaders through the years in comprehensive rural economic development. We continue to do that, and we're expanding our leadership development offerings. And then finally, a lot of work that we do is focused toward supporting small businesses as they start, grow, and develop. And we offer both coaching expertise and scholarship opportunities for those small business entrepreneurs. So we continue to deliver that. The other major component that we're engaged in now is really going through a strategic visioning process that was laid out by our Board of Directors in February and that will culminate in our annual meeting in October of this year. And that really will set the tone for the Rural Center for the years to come.
Patrick Woodie, thank you for being on NC Spin Perspectives. We have more video throughout the week at ncspin.com.